2015 Smart Fortwo 451. It's just clocked over 33K. I do my oil changes every 3,000 miles. It's now time for another change. We're going to be using the Liquid Moly 540 this time. Last time we used Mercedes fluid. This time we're going to be using this. We're using this oil for two reasons. Number one, it does meet Mercedes-Benz MB 229.5, so this is qualified to be used in this vehicle. And the second reason is this type of oil, the Molygen, it's actually designed to reduce friction in the engine, which theoretically should make the engine last longer. And before we actually dump the engine oil, we're going to be adding some engine flush. This is 500 milliliters or 1/2 of 1 liter. The instructions are quite simple. We have a brand new OE Mercedes-Benz/Smart oil filter, part number Alpha 13218000110, right there on there for you. We are also going to be replacing the oil drain plug, and it's got the built-in mesh, which acts as a pickup tube filter, and also have a brand new crush washer on there for you. The plug part number is right there, Alpha 0179903001, German part. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a Mitsubishi little sticker underneath it, which I find interesting. Maybe it's a reused bag, but when you buy these, they do not come with the crush washer. I bought the washer separately and popped it in there. So first things first, while the engine is still warm here, what we're going to do is we are going to add the additive right here. According to Liquid Moly's website, you want to be adding this to your engine oil before you change the oil. That's the key here. Is because your oil is currently dirty, adding this and then running the engine at idle, according to Liquid Moly, running at idle for 10 to 15 minutes, and it should dissolve sludge, varnish, and a few other things. Basically make it quite a bit cleaner on the inside. So that way, when I do flush my oil and dump it all out here after 10 to 15 minutes, it's going to pull all that sludge out with it. So now that this is done, we're just going to step over here, start the vehicle, and we're going to idle it for 15 minutes max. I'm just going to let it stand here and do its thing for the next 10-15 minutes. Anyways, after your 10 to 15 minutes, at this point, you're going to grab a 24 millimeter. I'm using a 12 point. You don't really need to, and you're going to undo this drain plug right here. And at this point, you want to drain your oil and take off your oil filter here and just drain everything out. Anyways, once you've taken off your filter, drained your oil everywhere, I got a new filter here with a pre-lubricated cartridge. So I put a little bit of oil in the cartridge. You wet the seal a little bit. Don't forget to wipe all this down, just like I almost forgot. Make sure your old gasket came off. Go ahead and spit on your new one. Make it tight, but not too tight. Then I have my brand new drain plug with the pickup tube and a brand new crush washer. I don't know if you can see, but oil is barely dripping, so I'm going to spin this one on. Once you got it spun on, you want to take your 24 millimeter wrench, your torque wrench, you want to torque it to 48 foot-pound. A little difficult, one-handed. Once you've torqued that, don't forget to dispose of your old filter properly. Let's look at the old oil. That is really black. Anyways, at this point, we are going to fill it to the proper capacity. Now, once you've filled it to the proper level, and you're 100% sure that you have the 3.4 liters or 3.6 quarts, at this point, you can start it. You have your oil light down there. It's going to turn on, and then it's going to turn off, telling you pressure is good. Light is on. Engine got quiet, means oil is now lubricating. The light turned off over there, which means we now have pressure. At this point, you're going to go underneath and check to see if you have an oil leak around your oil filter, which we don't. We do not have an oil leak at our plug either. Let it run for 10 seconds, make sure everything's good. After that, come back here. Make sure that our light is still off, telling the oil pressure is good. At this point, we're going to shut off. Let the engine stand for 1 minute. recheck oil level one more time after 1 minute. And at that point, you're all done. And we changed the oil here at 33,000 and change miles, and this is good for another 3,000 in my opinion. According to Mercedes, you can go 10,000 miles, but that's your call. Anyways, that's that. I hope you learned something today, and have a nice day.